Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them? You see 5 fingers, a thumb that can touch the others? It's honestly an amazing piece of natural engineering. Now, have you ever wondered where this design even came from? Who were the first beings to have hands like these? This isn't just a question about your parents or your grandparents. This is actually a question that stretches back millions of years into the deep, dark corridors of cosmic time. It's a story about us. It's the story of how stardust and evolution learned to ask questions about itself. Not in a city or town, but on a continent in a time long past. Our story begins in Africa, not the Africa of today. 6 to 7 million years ago, vast forests covered the land. Imagine you are one of those early ancestors. Your world of endless trees is slowly vanishing. In its place are vast open plains dotted with clusters of trees. The old way of life, swinging from branch to branch, is no longer reliable. Food is more spread out. Predators can see you from far away. How do you survive? The answer was revolutionary, perhaps the single most important step in our evolutionary journey. Our ancestors stood up. They began to walk on 2 legs. This new locomotion, bipedalism, changed everything. It set us on the path to becoming human. It was not sudden. It happened gradually over countless generations. Slight advantages in upright walking added up. This freed up their hands. They became explorers of a new world. Walking upright freed the hands. But what would our ancestors do with this newfound freedom? For 1 million years they carried food, babies. Perhaps they picked up a sharp-edged rock after it had been broken by a fall. Perhaps they noticed it could be used to slice through the tough hide of an animal to get to the meat inside. This was the birth of technology. The first tools were simple chopper's flakes. They were crude, but they were a game changer. They were the first extension of the human body. These tools opened up a whole new menu. Our ancestors, like Homo habilis, the handy man, could now do more than just scavenge for scraps. Then came an even greater mastery of the natural world, the control of fire. For early life, fire was a terrifying force of destruction. But for Homo erectus, it became a tool. The campfire became the first living room, a place to gather, share, and bond under flickering light. The control of fire was not just a technological breakthrough, it was a biological one. The story of human evolution is, in many ways, the story of the human brain. Over a period of a few million years, the brain of our ancestors tripled in size. This is honestly an astonishingly rapid expansion in evolutionary terms. The brain of an early ancestor like Australopithecus was about the size of a chimpanzee's brain. By the time of Homo erectus, it had doubled. And with Homo sapiens, that's us, it reached its current size. This incredible growth was not just about getting bigger. It was about getting more complex, more connected, and, well, more capable. Our inner cosmos was undergoing its own Big Bang. What drove this incredible expansion? We've seen some of the key factors. But there was another powerful force at play: social life. Our ancestors were living in larger and more complex groups. Navigating this social world required a new kind of intelligence. The frontal lobes, located right behind your forehead, expanded dramatically. This is the brain's executive suite. It's where we do our planning, our problem-solving, and our ability to imagine the future. Our brains grew large and complex. Our hands became skilled at making tools. Our bodies were built to walk the earth. But you know, one final piece of the puzzle needed to fall into place. It was the development that would allow us to share our inner worlds with one another. It was the evolution of complex language. Other animals communicate, of course. But human language is different. It is symbolic. We can use sounds to represent things not right in front of us. We can talk about the past. We can make plans for the future. This ability to share complex thoughts totally transformed us. Knowledge was no longer trapped inside a single mind, destined to die with its owner. It could be passed down from generation to generation, accumulating over time. This is what we call cumulative culture. It allowed us to adapt and innovate at a speed that biological evolution could never match. And with language came stories. We became the storytelling ape. These stories did more than just pass the time. They bound us together. This ability to unite through narrative is our superpower. And so here we are. We are the products of an epic 6 million year journey. We are the universe made conscious, capable of looking back and piecing together the incredible story of how we came to be.